What's up, guys? Pay-per-view's over with. Another freaking eye poke. Nobody wants it to end like that. Nobody expected it to end like that, especially if you're a fighter. I'm sure Aspinall and Cyril Gahn, none of them two wanted it. Like, when you're a fighter, you want a result, either a win or a loss. You train long camp, full camp to get a result, and for neither one of them to come out of there with a result, it sucks. And I've got a feel for him. I've been in there. I know what it feels like to be Aspinall. I don't know what it feels like to be Cyril Gahn because I don't poke people in the eye. Cyril Gahn was looking good, man. He was on point. I think he had really good distance. Aspinall was trying to read his distance, trying to figure him out. Um, and maybe he would have. Maybe he was starting to read him. Maybe he was starting to figure him out. It just sucks that it ends like that, right? Because I don't think we're going to be able to see a rematch between them two for a long time. Maybe like 4 or 5 months. Heavyweights take a long time to get back in there. And you also don't know how bad Aspinall's eye poke was, right? If it's a detached retina, that's gonna be a long time. If scratch cornea, I've dealt with so many eye injuries. It's the worst feeling ever. It hurts. It really hurts. And then you got to feel for Aspinall, who's took basically a whole year off to wait for John Jones, and then you get your fight in. Then this happens. So that really sucks. Appreciate you guys hopping on, man. I haven't gone live on YouTube in a minute, so I'm trying to still figure the YouTube live out. But what other fights do you like on the card? What other ones you want to talk about? Just leave your comments. I'll answer your questions. Yeah, I mean, you're always hoping for a longer fight. You're always hoping for definitely a real result, right? That was only one round. I thought it was going to be a good fight. And when you're looking at the heavyweights now that we have in the division, these two are the best. And I was excited, real excited for it to see how it would play out. If Aspinall would try to wrestle him early, or if Gahn would be able to use his distance, use his side kicks, and he was doing well. Sucks, but the people that are coming at Aspinall saying like he chickened out or he did this or he did that, you got to understand, man. It's hard when you're in there and you can't see and you got this guy trying to kill you. When you can't open your eye, you can't open your eye, bro. The Klein Rebecca fight was really good. I thought it was really close. Uh, I thought Klein did win. Why are all the heavyweights trash? I mean, honestly, I was literally just talking about this the other day. I think the heavyweight division now compared to 10 years ago is crazy. 10 years ago, I thought it was better. They were more active. Felt like there was better athletes. And it shouldn't be like that, right? Like people should evolve. Fighters should get better. I think it's a lot of these guys are either lazy or the UFC needs to sign better athletes at heavyweights, or these heavyweights are just not even like caring or training or getting better. My brother, I will get the belt back soon. Please say my name. No Abby? Will you ever be friends with Kobe Covington? I will never be friends with Kobe Covington. I want to slap Kobe Covington before I shake his hand. Just attended my first Jummah prayer. What advice would you have for a new Muslim? Alhamdulillah, bro. Mashallah, that's amazing. Uh, New advice, big advice is speak to God. You're going to have a lot of people telling you this or that. Um, it's a hard process. Don't be judged. Don't let people judge you. Uh, Take your time. One mistake is not going to kill you, right? God is the only one that matters. And the people that are always trying to tell you this or that or this or look at you in a certain way because you're still doing something wrong, um, go at your own pace. Go at your slow pace. And if anything, pray. Pray 5 times. Whether it's uh, a perfect prayer or an imperfect prayer, as long as you're praying, as long as you're putting your head down, that's all that matters. Make the time. Because when you're talking to God and you really make that connection, your life really does change. Move up to heavyweight. Who? I would never move up to heavyweight, bro. But I do think a lot of light heavyweights can move up and do well. How are you going to beat Ian? I'm going to smash him. I'm going to go in there and I'm gonna break him. I think a lot of people are gonna be surprised with how easily I make it look. Heavyweights can't stop PEDs stuff no more. It's reps. I mean, I don't think it's really PEDs. I just think I don't know. Francis, we need to get Francis back in the UFC. John Jones, we need to get him more active. And yeah, I think some of these other guys, we need to go to Dagestan 2 3 years and start getting some of these bigger dudes. Feed them more, Khabib. Thoughts on RDR? I was there. I saw it. I knew Brendan was going to be a better athlete, a better fighter than him. And I mean, I don't think there's really nothing else he could have did. His coaches, I thought, made the right choice. I thought Brendan was just going to keep hurting him and breaking him even more. Uh, I would have for sure wanted to go on my shield. I would never want to quit. I would never want my coaches to tell me I'm going to quit. But to each his own. We saw it happen to him before, right? But I think people now realize how good Brendan Allen is. The kid is full of talent, and now that he has his right head on his shoulders, he's living up to his potential. He's gonna be at the top. Yeah, I mean, it didn't happen in a title fight, pay per view. People that paid a lot of money for that fight sucks, right? But sport is unpredictable. It could have been a quick 2 minute second knockout, or you get a eye poke. I think they just need to start taking these points away quicker. It'll make fighters train easier, smarter. Like you shouldn't have your hands open at all. And they need to start making that a rule to where you take points away faster. It's going to make fighters change their habits faster. Marty still won't say your name. We know why he won't say my name. I told you guys. He's going to sit on the sidelines. He's going to wait. He's going to hope and pray that his title run 8 years ago will get him something bigger now. But he knows if he would have gotten in the cage with me, he would have lost. And then he would have been 1-4 in his last 5 fights. And your career is basically done after that. So he's going to wait and hope that he can go against somebody that can't compete with him. And then he'll get a shot. Thoughts on Walter Walker? Walker's good, man, but he shows you basically if you're a heavyweight right now under the top five, I think he could do that to any of these guys. Like he's taking these guys down pretty easily and then going for these heel hooks when you should know what he's going to do, right? You should understand now basically 4 heel hooks in a row. This guy's going to try to heel hook you, but a lot of these heavyweights aren't athletic enough to compete with him. And I think he's going to get him 2 3 more of those heel hooks, right? Stay out of the top 5. And I think you can do it with any of these guys. Heavyweights, they don't have balance. They're easily taken down. We saw when DC moved up, he was a smaller heavyweight, but he was taking these guys down with ease. And he was finishing them because unless you go toe-to-toe with him, bang it out with him, if you wrestle with him, you have a little athleticism, you could be a heavyweight champion. Who's better, Umar or Usman? Bro, honestly, they're two of the most talented younger guys I've ever seen. Umar's so good. He just showed you guys himself against Mario Batista. I know people are hating on him. Oh, you didn't get the finish. But Batista was on a 7-fight winning streak. He beat legends, right? He beat Jose Aldo. And then he beat Patchy Mix his last fight. Like, this kid is really good, and he showed how good he is. He came in ready for the fight. Umar showed how good his wrestling is, how good his grappling is. But Umar's striking is better than his grappling. But he understood, I have to get this win. When you're coming off your first loss, you got to win smart, fight smart. And I thought he did a really good job. You're not going to be able to finish guys at the top 5 that easily. And like I said, Batista is very good, guys. He has a lot of talent. Are you going to move up to middleweight? Has this been on your radar? For me, I'm not looking ahead. I started looking ahead before. Didn't work out. Now I'm only looking right at Ian Gary. That's my target. That's my point. And then after that fight, I can start looking around. How to fight again just for unmarried people or young fighters? I don't know. Understand your question. Gaines should have been disqualified. Definitely cheated on purpose. I feel bad for Tom. What do you think? I mean, I don't think about the disqualification, right? I think If he would have got warned, for sure the disqualification. Yeah, but he didn't get warned. I think that's why these refs need to start pressing them right away. If I see your hands opening, that's a warning. Now you poke, now you're disqualified. But you got to warn them right when they open up their hands. Too many of these guys make that habit of keeping their hands open. He trains probably like a kickboxer with big gloves on, so that's why they keep their hands open. You got to train with small gloves on. Fighters need to be smarter. The only way for them to start being smarter is if you start taking points away, start giving them penalties right away. What do you think about Azamat? That dude's a beast. I was honestly thinking he should move up to heavyweight. I think he could be in the top five right away. Azamat's a monster. He's fast. He's powerful. I think he could be really well. But I'm excited to see what they give him. Him against Roundtree would be really good. What do you think the reason is many people underrate you? Uh, I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter about underrating, right? People just look at me. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the fastest. I'm not the strongest, but we know how to win. And they don't see what we do in the gym, how hard we work, how hard we push it. But fighters that get in the cage with me, they understand. They know what it feels like to be in with me. Um, Real coaches, real athletes, they know. I don't think they underrate me. Honestly, I think the problem is with the gloves. The problem is definitely with the gloves. But still, like we know what the gloves are. So these fighters need to keep their hands closed. And that's a habit that's built in the training room. Did you see Barnett's closed shorts? Yeah, I did see it, bro. I don't want to see that again. That's another thing, right? You see Chris Barnett, like there was no urgency, there was no takedown defense, there was no balance, but he could do a backflip, but he can't defend a takedown. Congrats on having a daughter. I appreciate you, brother. I do not want to see Barnett's shorts going on again, guys.